Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. That time a 9-play drive, and the end result a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his third season now, it's Joe Burrow. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7. Burrow on target over the middle to Hill. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Bo. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you're bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Young now after the fumble recovery. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young, throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 1st down, Young. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run with Patterson. Oh, he shifts past him, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that 1st half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards?
And he loses the football a second time, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Burrow will throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they'll send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now here's Young. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man Johnson. A little juke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Young now. And he's got it. Touchdown. O.J. Howard from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers quickly.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. O.J. Howard, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 13 and also a first down. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 2. 11 mighty. Go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he finds Gronk. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And they go play action now. Burrow. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Burrow looking to pass. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll dump this to Burrow. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 10 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick, and we'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Now Prater to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Now it's Burrow. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for Pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Young here to throw. Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and this one will come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading this crew out is their electrifying signal caller, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL MVP. You all know him, Steve Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Looking to throw, Young. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Young. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead.
Always got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Steve Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Cordero Patterson from 8 yards out. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On play action, now Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, out route, he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. first carry for the Hall of Famer. It's Walter Payton. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now a play fake. Brady. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to get. There. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Young. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Steve Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Johnson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st down, Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Brady got a man. It's Michael Irvin finding space at the 40. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Young looks to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, he knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw again on second down, Brady, and that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Johnson to return it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. That punt return 69 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Play action. Now it's Brady. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady, he'll drop this off to Peyton. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Johnson on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. That ball caught. Hits the playmaker, Michael Irvin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Grant, complete. Down inside the 10, and he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 28 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the deep...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. It's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Brady. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the back now in Foxborough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on 1st down, Brady, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Brown, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he's got some space here. Touchdown. Walter Payton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Brady will look to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Young to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead there. And you wonder, could he possibly think about taking a safety here? Able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Brady and the Patriots now down by 5. Just over 1:40 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He completes it over the middle to Michael Irvin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's caught by Irvin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now he'll dump dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Brady to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. So a long field ahead for the Ravens to start things out. And they'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the ball at Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. At that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They're going deep for Hill. They got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. Leading them out will be the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 29, the dynamic Steve Young. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Young. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make it. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Young. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
The ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their hands back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It's Young off play action. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Keyshawn Johnson from a yard out. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott forced out to his left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Steve Young. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Steve Young, his 3rd touchdown pass in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. His throw incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. It's an 89-yard kick return as these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
They'll start here with Jackson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And in for the Ravens Ravens touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Flush to his right. That's caught.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success. Oh, what a juke into space! And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Looking to throw, Young. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down throw for Young. He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'll throw it to him a little bit more often.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back now at Ford Field. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, definitely a good day's work throwing the football. A very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now here come the Ravens.
And the
We'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want to... He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So here come the Lions now. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Following the interception, Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Young. And that is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one, a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Lions offense set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Young's going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
The 3rd down throw incomplete by Steve Young.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Young now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because
my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we eat. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team.